The F-16 roars past as Mikhaevich safely parachutes to the ground. The F-16s push ahead toward their next set of targets, seamlessly swapping roles with the covering jet diving into action, equipped with fresh missiles. However, their fuel is nearly depleted, and in a few minutes, they'll be forced to return to base. Approaching bingo fuel, 2 enemy aircraft are attempting to escape. "I might get one more shot," a pilot radios. "Roger that." South of the F-16s, Vukmirovich and his wingman, Goran Zarek, have been listening helplessly as their squadron is picked off one by one. Any remaining hope is crushed when an F-16 appears over the hills behind them. "That's enough!" The pair breaks formation as the American jet closes in. With just enough fuel for a final engagement, the F-16 locks on. "Fox 2! Vukmirovich spots the missile as it launches and turns hard to evade it. The missile homes in, exploding just off his wing. He's stunned but unscathed. The fragmentation causes no significant damage. He braces for another attack, but the F-16 veers away, out of fuel. Relief is short-lived, though. NATO command has sent 2 more F-16s into the fight. Vukmirovich glances back. The 2 J-21s race for speed, diving low into the valleys, skimming treetops in a desperate attempt to shake their pursuers. But the F-16s stay in close pursuit, closing the gap. The J-21 pilots, knowing they're outmatched, attempt a final, desperate maneuver. Vukmirovich heads straight for a cliff at maximum speed, Zarek staying close in formation. Hearts pounding, they both pull back on their controls in a daring climb just before impact. The G-forces crush them into their seats as the ground rushes toward their windshields. Vukmirovich miscalculates. His jet clips the ground and erupts into flames. Zarek looks back. No parachute deploys. The F-16s burst through the smoke, still locked on Zarek. He dives again, using the terrain as cover, but it's futile. "Fox 2! A missile slams into Zarek's tail. His fighter bursts into flames and he ejects. But at such a low altitude, the parachute has no time to deploy. He plummets into the wreckage of his own jet. "Flash 1, another bandit on radar. Engaging." The F-16s leave the wreckage behind and intercept a final J-21 flying low over the countryside. It's Cernalik, limping his damaged jet back toward safety. The roar of an F-16 fills the air as it streaks past him. Realizing he's out of options, Cernalik pulls the stick, desperate to gain enough altitude to eject. The F-16 closes in, but instead of firing, it pulls alongside him, matching his speed. Cernalik locks eyes with the American pilot, who salutes him before breaking off and flying away. Of the 6 J-21 pilots who volunteered for the mission, 3 never returned home. Reflecting on the event later, Cernalik would say, "I hold no ill will toward the American pilots." This encounter, known as the Banja Luka incident, marks NATO's first combat engagement in history. USAF pilot Robert Wilbur Wright was credited with 3 victories, the highest number achieved in a single mission since the Korean War. Pilot Stephen "Yogi" Allen claimed 1 additional victory. As the saying goes, God help them if we ever use our F-117s.